Hi, I'm Ann DeLuca, and I'm the Associate Dean for Admissions and Financial Aid at Harvard College. We know that there are a lot of pieces to the application, and we ask you for a lot of information. That can feel really overwhelming. We don't want it to. This video is going to break down all of the different components, and we're going to do a deep dive into the Harvard Supplement. When we're making admissions decisions and talking about applicants, we're looking at lots of different information. We're looking at your academic information, your extracurricular experiences, what your goals are for college and what you're hoping to get out of the experience. So this is really a chance for you to tell us about yourself, and you want to be sure that who you are and what you've done comes through in a really authentic voice. That means that you're going to want to spend time on all of the different pieces. Maybe ask someone to help you look it over. Make sure that it reflects who you are and what your goals are for your education in the future. If you're planning to apply for financial aid and the application fee is a barrier for you, don't worry. We have fee waivers that will take care of the application fee so that you can apply without any cost to you or your family. Take a look at the link below and there'll be details about how to request a fee waiver.
Hi, I'm Joy St. John, Director of Admissions at Harvard College. So where do we begin? First, you need to fill out an application. At Harvard, you have two options, the Common Application or the Coalition Application powered by SCORE. Each application includes biographic information, a family section, and some information about your educational journey. You can include testing information as well if you wish, but remember, Harvard is test optional, so it's up to you whether or not to include that information. In whichever application you choose, there will be an activities section. That's a place where you can let us know about the things that you do outside of the classroom. Those things could include school activities, sports, music, family obligations, or work obligations. Don't worry about the number of activities you list. Just be sure that you tell us about the activities that have the most meaning to you. A great place for you to let your voice shine is through the personal essay. Don't overthink which topic to choose. Pick a topic that matters to you. This will let the admissions committee get to know you better.
So you've been through all of the common parts of the application, and now we come to the last piece of your part of the application, which is the supplement. Many schools will have supplements and ask you for additional information beyond the general information that's part of your application. And Harvard's no different. We have a supplement where we're going to look for details that aren't asked about in the common part of the application and some specific essay questions that give you more opportunity to tell us a little bit about who you are and what you've done.
The first question is, Harvard has long recognized the importance of enrolling a diverse student body. How will the life experiences that shape who you are today enable you to contribute to Harvard? In this question, we're hoping that you can do some self-reflection and try to identify what are the experiences in your life that have really influenced who you are, what you believe, what you think is important, and what you want to study.
The second question is, briefly describe an intellectual experience that was important to you. The foundation of your college education is the intellectual experience that you'll have with our faculty and with your classmates. So tell us a little bit about what excites you intellectually in your high school experience. This could be a class, this could be a project, this might be research experience you've done, a summer opportunity. Whatever it is that makes you excited about learning is what we're hoping to find out about in this question.
The third question asks you to briefly describe any of your extracurricular activities, employment experience, travel, or family responsibilities that have shaped who you are. For this question, my tip would be to pick one activity that is very meaningful to you, something that you participate in outside of the classroom. This could be an extracurricular activity, but it could also be a work obligation or your family responsibilities.
The fourth question is, how do you hope to use your Harvard education in the future? First of all, I want to say that we're not going to hold you to the answer to this question. It's okay to change your mind between now and when you graduate from college. That said, we are looking to get a sense for how you think a college education might help you fulfill your goals and your dreams for the future. We're confident that we can provide you with the right education and community to make those dreams a reality. So tell us a little bit about that. whether it's a very detailed, focused vision, or maybe just some broader sense of what it is you're hoping to accomplish.
And the last question asks you to identify the top 3 things your roommate might like to know about you. Residential life is an essential part of the Harvard experience. In this question, we're curious to see how you might present yourself to another first-year student. Imagine you're in the dining hall for the first time and you meet someone new. What 3 things would you really want that person to know about you?
Some students feel like there's additional information they want the committee to see that doesn't really fit well into the common part of the application or the supplement. If you do have supplementary materials to share, you can do so through Slide Room if you're sharing artistic things like paintings, drawings, performances, or through our application status portal if you're sharing things like research papers or posters. So this rounds out all of the pieces of the application that you'll complete, but there is additional information that we'll ask others to send on your behalf. You'll ask for your high school to send an official transcript. This is a listing of all of the coursework that you've taken and your performance in those courses. You'll also have a counselor letter of recommendation. In the US, this is from someone who is a counselor at your school who knows you well and can share information about your accomplishments, your experiences, activities, and your goals for the future. In some cases, you may not have a counselor who's able to write a letter on your behalf, and that's okay. You can have another adult who knows you well write for you in this space. Harvard requires 2 teacher recommendations as part of your application. This is usually a teacher who you've had in class in the last year or 2, and is going to be able to talk not only about your experiences in their classroom, but also your preparation for college level coursework. This doesn't have to be from your hardest classes. This doesn't have to be from the classes where you've necessarily gotten the best grades. These should be from teachers who know you well, who understand your intellectual experiences, who can talk about your curiosity, the way that you engage with your classmates, and your performance in those classes. Congrats, you've submitted your application, but you're not done yet. There are a few things we're going to ask for you along the way in your final year of school. First is a mid-year report. That is a request to see your transcript after your first term in your senior year. This is going to show the coursework that you've taken and the grades you've earned, usually by the end of December or the beginning of January. If you're admitted, then we're going to ask for your final transcript. That will show the remaining coursework you've taken and your final performance in those courses. Or if you're in a country that has national exit exams, your performance in those exams. As a part of the application process, you might be offered an alumni interview. This is an excellent opportunity for you to talk to someone who went to Harvard, for them to get to know you, and for you to ask your questions about their experience. You can read more about that on our website. All of these pieces come together to provide a complete picture of who you are and how you hope to engage in our college community. I hope you decide to apply to Harvard, and if you do, we'll look forward to reading your application.